Did a quick thumbnail there, which is not always the best. I wish you could. I might be able to figure out how to do it in advance. Getting my delicious coffee on. Here, I come in here and keep in touch with everybody. Play around here with the tripod till people come in. It's not meant to be super professional. It's just hanging out with Jay today. So, let's see. I don't see anybody in here yet. Why is this? I should get all this done before I even go live. This is weird. Okay. I'm going to share this. It's something I need to get in the habit. There we go. Getting some people. Pepper Talk on a Sunday. There we go. Arsenic Element says, how's everything? Everything's good. It's a rainy day here in Pittsburgh. I'm not perfect with YouTube, but you know what? James J, what's up, Jimmy? Not too much. The only thing what's up is my glasses are getting foggy. It's very humid down here as you run a fan. I'll try to keep them on. Got to keep these glasses on. Visor, son. Grow like, otherwise I'll end up squinty like this. I look like French Stewart. Yeah, yeah, everything held up fine after that wind. Yeah, my eyes are burning instantly. It's so much light in here. And by the way, the comments are disappearing and reappearing. Arsenic Element says, can't wait to see new varieties you will have going on. Yes, I got a bunch of color variants. And that's I'm just going, this is free flow, you know? So what I'll do is, it's driving me nuts instantly. I gotta keep tapping. I don't know why that disappears. I'll have to figure that one out. It's a newer phone. I have a bunch of color variants. And one thing to do is, you want to grow it out. You get a color variant, which is kind of like, you feel like kind of jackpot. That's cool. It happens. It seems to happen when there's a lot of stress for some reason. I had a big time drought here in southwestern Pennsylvania. And I think that stressed the plant. I know you can get cool phenos when you stress it and your soil is more acidic, but it's not always the best for production. I keep my pH level at 6.5, around there. But you get that color variant and you grow it out one more year. This is getting foggy. What I'll do is shut off some of these lights. That way I'm not blinding my eyes. But so you get that color variant and you want to grow it one more following season. That way you're making sure it grows true for that color variant. Now, color variants can happen at any time. 7-Pot Pickle is a color variant. It's a mustard lime, which is very rare. And I got it from the 7-Pot Burgundy. Okay, I got to keep tapping on live. Okay. Hey, Jimmy, I sprouted a good variety of your seeds of the season. My germination rates were all in the 90% range, and they're all thriving exactly what you said. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Arsenic Element. Where are you from? Anyway. Hey, some of the things I need to work out in the future is probably turn off some of these grow lights so I don't have to wear glasses and burn my eyes. So I'm going to shut some of these off. That way I'm not getting blinded. So write some questions down and I'll answer them. That's a lot better. I just hit that one thing. But, yeah. Arsenic says 7-pot pickle as well. James Chase, it keeps disappearing. Is it hard to get peach bootlas to sprout for you? No, I never had a problem with them. They take longer though. How long have you been trying to get the peach bootlas to germinate? Okay. Arsenic Element says I'm from New Jersey. Okay. Hey, what part of New Jersey are you from? I've been in New Jersey a bunch. Hey, Rob. I don't know why I did that. A little icon told me. I'm a little monkey that sees an icon and I gotta follow it out. Yeah, they're just pinging it. Yeah, those are great types. 7-pot pickle is really one of the hottest I've ever had. Oh, in case anybody's, a week and a half? Takes 30. I'll get into that. See, this is why I love this. But anyway, I like to support others. Hot Heads, Hot Sauce. If you like this hat, you can get it from hotheadsofficial.com. Tim Myers. Do me a favor, guys. Share this. In fact, I will share this. Share this everywhere. I'm going to go live for a couple hours and just answer questions. So, Hotheads Official Hot Sauce. I have a bunch in the fridge. Hair gel at Local John Eagle. But, yeah, he sent me this hat. I said I'd wear it during live videos. Okay. I want to see. Every time I say share, it makes me think of this guy, and I know you guys would know him. Oh, man. I met the guy. He's an actor. He's not real known, but he's been in, like, every Mafia movie. I can't even, forgive me, I can't even remember his name. But, I don't watch his videos much, but when I do, he comes on. He's too much for me. He's like, hey, Pickles is here. Share it. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like interrogated. But anyway. Yeah, so share. I can't see comments. It keeps disappearing. Oh, okay. Arsenic says 10 minutes from New York. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's kind of bright in here. I mixed up the words a little bit, so I do apologize for that. Obsessive Gardener. Okay, so James J. mentioned about germinating a week and a half. So eventually this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start writing down stuff. It's still bright in here. But what I'm going to start doing is writing general questions down, and end of the week I'll try my best to do a Sunday show, and then I'll address those questions, because if this individual has a question, a whole bunch of other people are going to have those questions as well. So germinating, I follow your instructions. I'm sure you bought the peach bootlas from me. If not, hey, why not? Why won't you buy the peach bootlas from me? But anyway, I can't do it. It's too humid down here. So it takes like 30 days to germinate. It depends upon your conditions. What are you germinating in? Rock wool, sometimes people do. Those Jiffy Pods. I'm telling you, there's two things. Rock wool and Jiffy Pods. I think they're an unnecessary expense. They really are. You could germinate them in a planter cell. Just a small planter cell. The less room you have when you have a germination mat. Hope James J. let me know if you're using a germination mat. That's going to help you a lot. It takes 30 days to germinate. I can get it done in 4 or 5 days, up to 40 days. I should change my instructions a little bit. I've just been so busy. I want to start doing this show and tell customers, hey, Google is your friend. General grow questions, technically I'm not responsible for. I'm responsible for germination problems, which really I don't have any, so why should you? But sometimes you need guidance, and I try to give guidance. I mean, generally speaking, there's a video on here about germination. You scroll down, and you can find it. If you have problems finding it and you need that instructional video, let me know. I will go ahead and I will give you that link for it. It takes me like 30 seconds. But I get on an average 15 minutes, a range of 15 minutes to an hour of customer service from like 60 people a day. That would range probably 30, 40 hours a day of doing customer service. I can't do it. It's better if general grow questions, take it to the groups. Google is your friend. Books. I mean, there's so much to learn about. There's over 30,000 different pepper seed types. And countless books. One thing you can look up, and I will give a shout out to Dave DeWitt. One of the first pepper books I've ever read was about, I think it was the Chili Head Encyclopedia from Dave DeWitt. And I was a kid. He's been around for a while. He's pretty exciting. Check him out on YouTube as well. He goes out into the jungles and looks for peppers and all that stuff and talks and interviews with the people. I don't see anybody else doing that. So I salute Dave DeWitt. A vast of knowledge. General grow questions are just time consuming. And in layman's terms, in Wikipedia, they're speed bumps in my day. I'll start working. Hey, I bought these seeds. They're not from you, Pickles, but they're from somebody, Joe Schmo. I don't know what they are. Do these plants look right? And I'm thinking, shouldn't be touching my face during COVID season, everybody around. Why don't they go to those people? Because they don't have the time for them. They're not doing their customer service, so therefore everybody comes here and just freaking grabs a hold of me, and it's hard to get work done. So that's why I'm doing this show, because I do care, and this is where it's coming in. I do need to work out the kinks on this stuff. For example, I don't see your comments until I keep hitting it. Right here, live chat. I don't know why. Okay, Chili Mancer. Hey, Chili Mancer, drop your link. Okay, let's go back here. Topping the, I don't. Okay. I'm gonna start going through these comments. I'm behind schedule. Do you have any advice to pollinate the flower for a good season? I have pollinate the flower, but they keep falling. Well, technically, if you pollinate the flower, it's not gonna fall, unless your plant. You know what? Are you the one I spoke with, I think, last night? The Arrow Garden? I keep forgetting. I do apologize. This is perfect. Your question's perfect for taking to a group. Here it's a little tough because you can't show a picture. If you could show a picture in the comment section, that would help out me and that would help you out so much. How tall are your plants? Let's get into that. How tall are your plants? I mean, if your plants are like this, I've seen people with plants like this trying to get flowers. Or even like this. Let's at least shoot for 1.5 feet. At least. I like fully developed plants before I get peppers. You know what? Pepper plants are self-pollinators. Shake the plant. Just shake it. If I'm getting low production and isolation nets, lower your yields. So when I go by, I just bump the net a little bit. Bump it. Bump, bump, bump. And that'll get stuff going. I don't know why these comments disappear. Okay. Yes, that's okay, James. I'm here to answer as many questions as possible here. So shoot them out like a machine gun. So James J was wondering if some varieties take longer. Yes, some do. General rule: your non-huts, like bell peppers and stuff, they get, generally speaking, they germinate with anywhere from 2 to 7 days. Capsicum annuum, which is like your jalapenos and various other ones like that, those are usually a week or two. Super huts and peppers, not everything under Capsicum chinense is a super hut. An example, habaneros are not a super hut, but they're still under Capsicum chinense. Um, they take anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks, but it depends. Are you using a germination mat? Shallow. The more shallow dirt you have, the faster it's going to germinate. Do you use a dome? You could use an emergency blanket over it, but you got it'll dry out. It can dry out faster, or if you have it wrapped on there tight, and you had a bunch of moisture in there to begin with, use an emergency blanket over it. It's kind of like that tinfoil thing. It can hold a lot of moisture in there and take nutrients away from your sprouts when they pop up. You just got to be careful. You got to watch. Also, the most important thing, patience. It's hard for me to have patience when I drink a lot of coffee, but you as a grower need to have patience. Like, hey, you guys are 2 inches away and you got binoculars trying to see if the stuff's germinating. All right, once again, comments are disappearing. I don't know why. You know what? If maybe you guys could help me too. We can learn from each other. What was I going to say? Does anybody know why my comments would disappear and I have to keep hitting it? Because this YouTube stuff, I don't go too much. I can't do the glasses. It's too steamy down here. I don't know why. Anyway, so let's get on with it. Chili Mancer. James J. All you fun-loving people here, share this. In fact, I'm going to share this. I don't know. I've been going live for 17 minutes. This is just a free flow. I'm going to start doing pre-recorded stuff. I got a bunch of orders that I got to fill. So share this. Okay. I'm sharing it to Facebook. Shared. All right. Chili Mancer. Feel free to drop your link here. Oh, wait. I don't think you're supposed to. This is something I need to learn. How to give a wrench. Put user and time. I got options here, kids. Oops. I got options. Check this out. So I could Chili Mancer. I could report no, remove no, put user in timeout. He wasn't bad. Add as moderator. I'm going to add you as moderator. All right. Thank you. I'm not sure where I made that mistake of Gordon, or maybe I did. If it was voice text somewhere or whatever, it's voice text. Yes, you caught me live here. Okay. So, Chili Mancer, make a comment. I know how to make you moderator now, and you could drop your link. I'm gonna throw a moderator to a couple people, not a whole bunch of people. Smash that thumbs up. Yeah, smash that thumbs up. Share it. This is my time I'm giving to all of you. So, general growth questions, Google it. Those are what the groups are for. Specific questions, that's what I take. But I'm giving you my time and my love. Yeah, I'm using a cell phone. And I tell you what, Yeah, I'm using a cell phone obsessive gardener. And how you doing? I watched a bunch of your videos. I enjoy obsessive gardener. I used to go live on YouTube a few years ago, and I never had that problem before, but for some reason now I am. So I got to keep hitting this constantly. Um, and if it's more people commenting, it just seems to pop back up. I don't understand why that is, but there is a difference between laptops, computers, and cell phones for this stuff. Okay. You guys have any more grow questions or anything? I could sit. I'm going to sit here. I told myself, you're welcome, Obsessive Gardener. Guys, check out Obsessive Gardener. This coffee is delicious. How do you pollinate your flowers? My flowers fell a few days later after I pollinate them. Okay. I love these questions. These are great. Pepper plants are self-pollinators. What you need to do, in fact, one of the complaints I've been complaining about myself today is humidity. I can change that. All I got to do is run. I should have had a fan running overnight. When this video is over, I'm going to run my fan. Run your fan. It'll get the pollen moving, and you should be fine. Shake your plant. If your plants are small, I'm not sure if it was you. Let me know if it was you who asked me, I think last night, your plants are like this, and you're trying to get them to pollinate. There's no reason. I don't know if it was you or not. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Do you top your plants? No, I don't. I used to. Topping and stripping, I do have an instructional video for that, but I really don't do that much anymore. I'm a one-man show for right now. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this without workers. It's gonna have to change. I mean, you could see wrinkles underneath my eyes. Topping and stripping plants does help. People say, if people are out there preaching that it doesn't, they're wrong. You can do a comparison. And I'm not saying a comparison within a week or two. I'm saying a comparison within 6 months. Topping and stripping it, all your energy goes into your plants and starts branching off, and then puts energy into the flowers. You take that away, the energy is still coming up, and it's got more energy in a smaller area than branching out. Therefore, it's going to start better root development, and it'll start getting a little bit thicker at the bottom. My personal experience, Capsicum Picada. I do not recommend that variety to top and strip. It seems to shoot out really fast once you top and strip them, and they're thinner. It's a thinner stalk for whatever reason, and then you have to stake them, and it's just not sound. Capsicum chinense, Capsicum annuum. Those are the two types I recommend for topping and stripping. I don't do it. I have too many. And I have a short grow season here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Can't burn the candle at both ends. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, folks. I was never a great looking guy to begin with, but it makes me look a little worse. And I do work. Yes, you're welcome, Alexander. And I appreciate everybody watching this. We're going to keep going for a while. So, yeah, I'm tired, but I keep pushing through. I keep pushing through. Oh. Would that mess? If I turn it, see, I have it horizontal. If I turn it vertical, wouldn't it mess I don't know. I'm not messing with it. It should stay regardless. I'm just going to have to keep doing this. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Chaotic. Oh, one thing. That's an awesome question, Alexander. Makes me smile. You know, it gets confusing for me. Check this out. This is kind of like, it's pepper related, but it's not peppers. This is how I get confused. Like, you guys know me more than I know you, but I'd like to get to know you guys a little bit better. That's why I'm doing this show. I get caught up in just working and working and working. And it's just, I become robotic. And I really do. And then when people talk to me and like, hey, you're humans, you're talking to me. I work by myself all day. I don't see people except for the post office and John Eagle, you know, which is grocery store. So it's almost like humans. So okay. Oh, so the names like Chaotic. I don't know your real name. Like somebody be like, don't you remember I asked this question or that question? But your name might be different. But I'm also getting 30 to 100 people a day sending me messages. I get messages on email, Instagram, Messenger, Facebook, Reddit. I'll get a couple over there. I'm not very active on Reddit. Can't really advertise over there. I was posting stuff. Some of that stuff got deleted on Reddit. Reddit's not the worst. There is another place worse than Reddit. I can't remember the name of it. It's like everything you do. You could be giving gold away for free and you'll get trolled. But yeah, some people, they'll make an order with me and and then they'll message me on Hotmail and they're like, hey man, I made an order with you. It's been 24 hours. I haven't received the package yet. I'm like, all right, I'll run your name. And then it won't even pop up. But meanwhile, they did order. It's just crazy. All the name changes. I've actually asked a couple people. Some of them, I don't know if they have bad backgrounds or they're getting a divorce and they don't want to show that they're actually spending money with me. I'm looking at a plan. I might have a good example for you guys for calcium deficiency. Unfortunately, but fortunately. So it's interesting. Okay, let's go back to questions. Okay, where do you get your mosquito nets to isolate? I get them locally, and they do not ship. I asked them if they shipped. They do not ship. Just do a Google search, mosquito netting. You should be fine. What you want is the finest material you can find. Shopper, just like that 50. Oh, chat hidden. I don't want that. Sorry. I apologize about that. Yeah. Yeah, I think you can get them on Amazon. Yeah, there's different types on Amazon as well. They sell them everywhere. You can go to Walmart and get mosquito netting. You want the better quality stuff. There's some nets that are kind of starchy, and what I mean starchy. It'll actually kind of stick in a position, but you want to drape down. You want finer material. I'll be honest. As far as nets go, Marycraft made the best stuff. They really made the best stuff. I don't think they make it anymore. If anybody, and they're more expensive, you're going to pay $30, $40 a net, but they're going to last 5-6 years. Okay, let's go back to more questions. Chaotic says, have you ever had a grow light stand out to you? Like, whoa, This light is just amazing kind of feeling. Yes and no. Like, I'll tell you what I do. T5s to start with. In fact, believe it or not, T5 has kind of blinded me. So what we'll do, right there, I can't really adjust it the way I did it. There's a way I could do it, but I don't care. That's a T5, 56 watt. I kind of MacGyvered it for this. They're decent for... In fact, I'm going to get back there and turn that off. That is kind of blinding me. Let me drink some coffee here. Get back to you here in a second. All right, so I'm back. T5s, 56 watts, 6400 luminance. This light, I think, is the one that's burning me the most. So, and then I will upscale it. I don't want to burn plants, so I go low. Then I start going higher. These are pretty much T5s. Then I upgrade a little bit here. You see how much brighter it is. Just in the lights. See that? See that? See that? See that? See that? And that is, I think, 850, 950 watts. What you want to do is look at your output. You know, I spent 17 years welding. Some of these plants are pretty dry today. I've been leaving the lights on overnight. I really shouldn't. It's very dry. You can see that. It's a fine mist of powder. That's not good. It's not bad, but it's not great. So, what I'll do is, I'm going to start turning these lights off. So, it's a little mental note for myself. But yeah, they're a lot better. They will grow faster. And then we can move over here to my grow tent. That's 1500 watts right there. Thank you, just pinging it. Thank you. That's one of my creations. I'm pretty sure I will not release it this year. Oh, I changed this up a little bit. So it wasn't really, I wanted a bigger structure plants. Just check stuff out. Just checking some stuff since I'm here. My time is your time, but my time, you know what I mean. I'm just trying to get some more growth. These lights, vegetation. Let's see. I want to show you guys. I want to get in here about grow lights. This is what I mean. Let me look at it first. It's not on here. I was going to show you. So voltage is 100 to 24, 240. Frequency doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. This is on vegetation. If you guys don't want to produce inside, no reason to get a bloom. You can see the difference in the bloom. I was producing in here already to get another generation, which I've already saved seeds. Let's see. Let's turn that off. Oops. This is the bloom. Vegetation, you can tell the lights are more of a white standard light. Here, I'll blind you a little bit. What was that? Anyway. And then you get your darker lights. Like your pinks, your purples and stuff. So we'll just put it back on there. Now we'll put it on vegetation. Because I got other plants that need to catch up. So we're going to do that for a while. Alright. I got some weird pictures down here. Since I'm down here. Since you're down there. Yeah, that really happened. Here's a picture. Actually, it's me as a kid with the Stanley Cup. Yeah, I used to play 14 years of ice hockey. That's my mom in the picture. Nice sweater. It's like an Aztec sweater. Isn't that something? Yeah, it's at the All-Star game. Yeah, 14 seasons I played. I love it. But I don't play anymore. It's kind of sad, but, you know, life is different nowadays. So, hopefully that answers some questions on grow lights. And we can move on. Or if you need more questions answered, I'm here. When I'm not here, guys, feel free to Google it. Google is your friend. All right. More questions. You're welcome. That's why I'm here. Hey, what's going on? New people coming in and more people coming in. We got 8 people. I watched Kang's Store the other day. Was that yesterday? I do like Kang's Store. He's a nice guy. Never had a problem with him. I've known him for a few years now. He had like 100 people on his page, but he's like a YouTube star. I'm not a YouTube star. I'm getting more into it. I don't like that being in the picture, that light switch. So, yeah, I'll get there. Hey, Micah. Hey, Micah. What took you so long to get here? Hey, share this. Do me a favor, share this. Everybody in here, share this. I take my time out of my day. You can take your time out of your day and share this. We can all work together as a community. James J. Share this. Chaotic. Share this. So, Micah, we discussed grow lights. I'm basing everything. This is free flow, based on everybody's comments, questions, concerns. I think I'm going to fine tune stuff like lighting in here. I've been turning off lights because they were blinding me. Maybe we could turn on one of them so I look better. Maybe I look better in the dark. So we discussed germination. One gentleman here talked about germinating some of my seeds. And Peach Bootla, he mentioned, and he's been trying for a week and a half and hasn't had success. Well, follow your instructions. They take up to 30 days. That was one topic. Let's see what else we talked about. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to figure something out. I might use a different room instead of the grow light room. That right there might help me a ton. It gives me enough light and doesn't blind me. Yeah, especially wear glasses. I know Micah is coming on my video. Put those glasses on. They were steaming up. Seems a little better since I turned off some of the lights. So we talked about germination rates. We talked about lights. We talked about topping and stripping. And this is all covered within 40 minutes. Let's see what other topics. We'll go back and I'll answer some more of the stuff. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody coming in. Everybody happy. People telling me where they're from. Obsessive Gardener. I spoke with him. He's a very nice person. He has a nice YouTube channel. Chili Mancer. What the heck? Oh, hey, Micah. I'm going to do this. Let's see. There you go, Micah. Make a comment. Say anything. You can even say anything. You should be a moderator now. So, and the comments keep disappearing. So I'm just going to have to keep touching this. Jimmy, what crosses are you working on? Well, those are all top secret. And the reason, that's a good question. It shows interest. Cool deal, Micah. You're a moderator. That way you could drop my link. jppepperseeds.com. I do this for a living. So right now, my sales are a little bit down. It does affect me. I have money saved up. But I got to keep pushing it and 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 pushing it. Because bills need paid. I do this for a living. It's 12, 16-hour days. It's crazy. So I'm glad I'm doing this. I felt like I needed to connect with the pepper community a little bit better than just placing ads or showing pictures. I have great charts on everything. It's just hard to pull stuff up. Yes, people want answers. Yeah, I try to get to that as well, all the questions. Again, what nutrients you using on your seedlings? People want to know. People want answers. Simple answer. None. None. I don't use nutrients until they get up to maybe 8, 9 inches tall. I'm going to start using them on... I'm going to start using them this week on those plants. Those plants don't get them. Those plants will. There's enough nutrients, and I use better soil. Fox Farm Ocean Forest, therefore I don't really need it. However, the nutrients I start using, people do want to know. To be honest, I make compost teas, and I've written 3 different recipes. I'm not giving out the recipes. You guys can experiment and start putting stuff into Google or reading books or asking people online. You know, you can ask me stuff here, but I really don't. I'm not too keen on just general grow questions because I have to work the entire day. Most people work 8 hours. I'm working double, so the more questions I answer, the more it takes away. Google is your friend. Compost teas, I do 3 different recipes. One for growth, which will have more nitrogen and stuff like that. And then I do one with a little bit of less nitrogen. And then I do a blossom one, which will contain more potassium and phosphorus. Let's see. I mean, I could recommend some nutrients. Fox Farm is good product. It's solid. It's a little expensive, but it's solid. A lot of nutrient companies are pretty expensive. You know, something like now, and I really haven't been doing it, but you know, fish emulsion is great. Once you get it outside, it's going to start attracting animals. Yes, ProMix works well too. That's a great point there too, Micah. Okay, next question. Alexander says, do you solarize your compost before mixing it in? Boiling water? How do you do with unwanted friends in the compost? I buy my soil, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm on limited time constantly. So I just do that. And right now I'm going through kind of a phase, which is going to change. I compost, but if I get bugs or anything in there, I don't really do anything. I don't really sterilize the soil. I do add it in with the Fox Farm Ocean Forest. It's all tax deductible, so it doesn't really matter how much money I spend. So I go for it. That way I don't have to bother mixing in nutrients or compost teas for quite some time. Time is money too. You know, weigh your pros and cons. I do recommend Pro Mix and then just adding a little bit of nutrients. It's trial and error. Please read directions on back of bottles. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Abacore Organics. Yes, yes, yes. If you get aphids or spider mites and other, there's different things you could do. I'm not a expert, but ladybugs. One ladybug will eat up to 50 aphids. Praying mantises. Yes, I'm smiling about this one. I shouldn't be smiling, but I learned something the other day about praying mantises. I don't know why I never knew this. I don't use praying mantises. I just use ladybugs. Different insects, predatory insects for other predatory insects is best for the different varieties in the different geographical areas. For example, lacewings will work better probably in warmer climates. Ladybugs works great here in southwest Pennsylvania. One ladybug will eat up to 50 aphids. Yeah, there's a vast amount of information about it out in the world. Yes, nematodes definitely do that. Gentleman says, I want to make sure I get some of your crosses from it. Yeah, yeah, that's a whole subject within itself too. Crosses. It just, come on. I talk so much, and to get me speechless, it's crazy. The thing is, try to stabilize your crosses before releasing them. I released Bane's strain, which is Kevin Bane's pepper type. I believe I have a couple more on the website, I think. What was I what was I gonna say? I don't know. It's Sunday, I'm wore out. So you gotta bear with me. Yeah, I'm really burned out. It's tough. I haven't even really gotten a break from last season. Micah says, big deal. Don't spray your plants with non-specific pest controls. Kills the good bugs first. Yes. And yeah, Micah and I did notice some people using really off-the-wall stuff. I can't even remember what it was. You can go ahead and say it here, Micah. I don't know. Like, it was just like off the wall. They might as well use a flamethrower or something. I can't even remember, bleach or something. I don't remember. You could use a little bit of soap and water if you're going to do the non-organic stuff. Daily inspection is very, very important. And your plants will tell you what they need. Fact. I'm looking at something. Let me look at it a little better. This is just kind of driving me nuts with the light situation here. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm taking the tag out. It doesn't matter. Ooh, I ripped the leaf. I just ripped it. That's a pickle. Pickle ripped that. What's wrong with this plant? Look at it. Bubbly leaves. I'm trying to focus it a little better. And curl. yeah, Duffy does. Yeah, calcium deficiency. This is a calcium deficiency right here. So, yes, calcium. Light's fine for these. Yep. So I need to start adding calcium. One thing I will give you a little grow tip. For whatever reason, it's like almost a flaw in a sense for genetic is Capsicum annuum requires more. Yes, I am running fans, but I turned them off for the video. I haven't ran them the last couple of days, but I'm going to run them immediately after this. But yeah, it needs calcium. Most of the plants are fine. Thunder Mountain Longhorn, I grew those before, and they will need a vast amount of calcium. I have never, in my entire life, ever seen a plant just soak up so much calcium. It's crazy. Okay, why are you apologizing, would you say? I don't even know. It's all good, whatever. Yeah, fans. Yes. Fans are very important. They help strengthen your plant. And they'll take some of the humidity and the heat off. I just got bombarded with a ladybug. Just for the heck of it, since I have so many plants, it's actually driving me nuts. Easily distracted on a Sunday. I got ladybugs on me. Oh, is that what you're apologizing about the crosses? Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, yeah, don't apologize at all. We're all here to learn, and I could learn from you guys too. There's so much information in the pepper world. I could spend every waking hour answering questions or researching it, and I'm still not going to know everything. That's right. We all want cool stuff to grow. Yeah, I'm more... Sorry. It's constantly dusty down here. I'm going to water today. It is very, very dry. And then put the fan on. You can see how dry it is. But be careful with watering. You don't want too much water. It's good to dry out your plants a little bit. Thank you, Micah. Hey, and everybody share this. I shared it. Keep sharing it. I got 12 people on here. You know, I've been going for about an hour so far. And, you know, some people, I take criticism well for the most part. Depends how much coffee I had or what time of the day. But, hey. The longer I go on YouTube, the more people I can channel to, because not everybody's available at that time. So I don't mind going very long-winded. And I'm really great at being long-winded. So let's keep this going. I've gone for an hour. Can we go for another hour? Gizmo says, thanks for the seeds this year, brother. Growing strong. Awesome. Good. Support the streams, people. Like and share. It sticks in my mind that one guy, he goes live like 5 times a day. This guy actually runs out of stuff to talk about. He needs my coffee. And he comes in, share it. Hey, yo. You come in here, you gotta share it. Hey, Jimmy, you didn't share it. Why didn't you share it? Sharon's caring. You don't care, but you wanna watch the video? Share the thing. I don't want to be like that guy. Yeah, we got 11 people. Let's work on numbers. Let's treat this video like Wall Street. I shared it. Let's keep it going. Do your Taja Habaneros, Taja, have a lot of black on their leaves? Don't remember from last year, but looking super cool, almost as dark as the Dracula. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. Anything with Permente de Nede in it, which Taja Habanero has it, you're going to get an inconsistency. I'll give you one of the best examples I could give you is the pink tiger, which is a red ghost crossed with Permente de Nede. I mean, I have pictures of growing pink tigers. They're not great seed producers. They're not great yields. And it's just inconsistent every single year. So, I kind of shot away from those. But Taja Habanero is an exception to that. Thank you, Alexander. Let's see. Well, we're losing people. Where'd they go? We got 8. We got 8 people in here. I hope I never sound like those people. No, Yikes. Yikes. I'm friends with like every type of person there is. I was going to say Home Shopping Network and jewelry. I forgot. A bunch of my friends' wives do that and stuff. But they're good. They're good. Now I'm trying to cover my mistake here because I'll get a phone call. Really? You don't like my videos? We try to support you, but you don't like my $5 jewelry or $10 jewelry. But some of them on my news feed, it's just like, it's just so Home Shopping Network. The ones that get me is clam chuckers. That's what I call them. The clam chuckers. Or the oyster chuckers. We got some pearls in here. We got a blue pearl. We got a white pearl. You don't know what you're going to get. And they kill me. And I sit there and crack up. Yes, Micah is 100% correct. Laugh out loud. Crosses are touchy because they aren't necessarily stable. That's what I was going to talk about. There is massive amount of people selling crosses, F1s, F2s. Why would you sell an F1? Honestly, the way the genetic stages go, you sell an F1, it's probably going to be consistent with F1, F2. When you start going to F3, it's going to change drastically. I've known that. I can even prove that. I try to chart and I map everything, or I document everything. The Bane strain was a much bigger pepper. It looked like a ghost with a Frankenstein crown on it. I have everything documented from F1, F2, and then I released it on F4. Now it's on F5 going to F6. Sure, I could have held it back a little bit. There is some differences. Now, Bane strain is a white ghost crossed with a peach ghost. That was done for up to F4, F5, and then crossed with the Butch T Scorpion. So when you see the Bane strain, you'll get that little bit of a tail, kind of an angled tail. Well, some of them are starting to go a little bit thinner, and yeah, I'm on F4 and F5 on some of my creations, which I have not released. And one of them I'm not going to release this year. I'm just not going to. It's too important. It's way too important for me. I really want the consistency. So far it's been consistent, but it's something it's one of my best work. And I'll spend 10 years on it. I'm on an F4. I might be able to crank out an F4 to an F5 this coming generation. Or this season. I could do a couple generations. And technically, you're supposed to grow like 100 plants and pick the best phenos. But I'm telling you, straight across the board. One of the crosses I might release this year is an F4. I wouldn't release anything lower than F4. Keep something in mind on crosses. When you do a cross, you need to keep the genetic structure. If it is unstable and you mix it with something stable, it's probably going to be unstable for its whole life. If it's unstable and unstable, it's really going to be unstable. It's going to be unstable like two drunken married couples fighting in an alleyway. Okay. Yes. Micah Kennedy for the win here. Hey. I'm sorry. You guys want fresh peppers? Try Micah Kennedy. He's not selling them right now, but he will. He can advertise anywhere I'm at. This guy says, I'm a chili head that loves cooking my meals with super hots. Jimmy, my favorites are your chocolate primatelli and the Reaper pepper. Awesome. Yeah, I tried to give out some powder so you guys could taste it and stuff too. Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay. Pickles, when you grow across, how many do you grow each year? Give or take, around 40 to 60. Bane strain before the last couple seasons for Bane strain was close to 100 plants. And that's a big chunk of my money to do that. That's why, to be honest, I'm going to stray away from doing crosses. I'm going to release some of my stuff and in the next couple years and probably shy away from doing crosses. It cost a boatload of money, and then guys come in and they buy it, and then they start selling it, and they didn't put the time and effort into it. They don't even isolate it, and they're selling it, and it could be crossed or something. You know, they'll be selling the seeds to it. They didn't even spend time to isolate. But I spent all that time and energy to at least create something, and Bane strain, and I released a bunch of Kevin Bane types. I don't want to mention the company name. There is a company out there that bought from me. Very popular name, probably the most popular name, one of the most popular names in the entire industry on earth. Bought seeds from me, and I don't know what they did, but they started producing 6-7 months later with no pictures. I try not to get into those subjects, but yeah, man. People, got to do your research. If people say isolate, look for nets. Look for the nets. There's a million people doing it. I spend too much time, effort, and energy. Just do a little research, buyer beware. Last video, I'm not going to go back into that subject, but I made a mistake by buying from a certain company and nothing would germinate, seeds were rotten. That's my fault. I mean, it's their fault they sold it to me, but I should have done research. It was just a bad company name. Never heard of the company. I do research, and I do research on certain varieties that I'm like, hey, I want to grow this. You know, all these other vendors are not selling this type, but I want to get my hands on this type. Why isn't it mainstream, this type? Well, you know, some people, I didn't like it. I didn't like production. Maybe those are all good, valid reasons. But, you know, not only do I just run a company, but I have a personal interest in this. So I sought out a couple types that are very rare, 2 types, and I might not even make money on it this year because I spent so much money. No, I guess I will. But I had to file cases and get my money back from these companies. All right, thank you for the order. It just came in. Appreciate it. Much love. Hey, pepper seeds will last a few years. So, I don't know. But I'm just saying, take time and appreciate the companies that do research. I'm doing research more and more on stuff. Where can I get them? Are they growing true? Are these companies valid? I got to compare taste based on their description and their pictures. And it's a lot of work. I've had a lot of failures through other companies. I'm not going to sit there and list them, but do your research. Okay, back to comments. Micah says, lots of crosses that were popular last year or 5 years ago, they are disappearing. Yes, they are disappearing. Couple reasons why crosses disappear. It's because they're not stable enough. In fact, that's something fun. Something fun for me to do is to go back and start looking at some of the crosses and see where they are today. Do they look remotely the same? Or are they just not around anymore? Some of them are not around anymore. One, because they're not stable enough. Come on, man. F1s, F2s, F3s. Can't do it. Even F4 is sometimes questionable. You know, technically, you should really be doing F6, F7, F8, and up. Like I said, I'll probably release one of my crosses this year. It looks across the board. I grew a ton of them last year. It was 3 nets worth, and they were the bigger nets. They fit like 25 plants. It wasn't 75. It was more 40 or 50 plants. I'm saving those seeds. I do not sell those seeds. Those were the F3s. I'm on F4s. Now I'm going to produce as soon as possible. They're in another room. They are a bubblegum type. I will give you a little hint. They are a bubblegum type that just changes multiple colors. It's real neat. I never came up with a name for it. I don't know. I might come up with like maybe. I know there's a sunset pepper, so I'll come up with a cool name for it. But I want to release that this year. If it's a major change, nope, I'm gonna hold it back. I need to be responsible. I need to be accountable. Yes, we need to respect. Yes, we need to respect Sarah. Sarah, she's down in Florida. She's the one who came up with the saying 7-pot. People are going saying 7-pod. Really? It's 7-pot. Because one pepper is supposed to spice up 7 pots of chili. I kind of think it's a little silly because it's a discrepancy. You know, it's almost like serving sizes on hot sauce bottles. How do you know what my serving size is? But, you know, they do that based on calorie and stuff like that. But Sarah Rangoon is the one. He came up with 7-pot. Micah doesn't sell seeds. He sells fresh peppers. There you go. Yeah, man, if you want fresh peppers, buy from Micah. If you want some hot sauce, hotheads, you know what? Do me a favor. Tim Myers. Where's that punk? That punk from Carlisle, PA. Put him in here. Thanks, Micah. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know how to tag anybody. This is just so different. Hot sauces. I'll do hot heads. I'm a big fan of voodoo sauces. They have great flavor. Troy Primo. Swampadelic is great. What was I going to say? Yes, thank you, Micah. Thank you. I appreciate everything, Micah. I do. That's why I put you moderator here. So if anybody's out of line, you drop the bow. But yeah. Oh, check out Troy Primo's jellies at primospeppers.com. Those jellies, his wife writes the recipe, Kara. They're good friends of mine. I speak with them about once a week. They're pretty cool, down to earth people. I'm a big fan of those jellies. The only thing is, I try not to buy too many of them because I don't want to be diabetic. I'm not diabetic, but they're just so good. It's like a spreadable jelly. So I like to give some shout outs to some people. So let's continue to share this. Oh, okay. Let's see what else. Guys, keep the questions rolling. I'm just looking around my grow area. Don't be afraid to stake your plants if there are certain plants like Capsicum Picada will be thin. You could go and buy bamboo. Just do your research. I know it's a harsh thing for me to say, but generally speaking, I'm like, do your own research, do your own research. I can't be a purchasing agent or a director towards every nutrient, bamboo, isolation nets, regulations, permits, or anything else like that, or even tests done. But yeah, I approve all of those as well, Micah. I've purchased through every single one of them, and I've never had a problem. There's a lot of people I've had problems with purchasing seeds from, but not a single one on that. That's a good list. I've gone an hour and 10 minutes. I could keep going. I could just try. I still got coffee in front of me. Okay. The Chile Institute, University of New Mexico. I always read their newsletter stuff. They're good. Oh boy, what's this? Well, I will say something about the Reaper. You can always buy Reaper seeds from me. I've saved the best shapes, and I've been working on them for 4 or 5 years. And yeah, Mike and I both agree on that we both respectfully disagree. And the reason is, we're not here to cut anybody up or anything. I'm saving the best shapes. And you can see my pictures online. I have a better camera now, so I'm going to give better pictures. I'm going to give more pictures. But look at my shapes. You guys always want the gnarly stuff. I save the ones with the gnarly peppers and the nice tails and everything. So, and I isolate. It doesn't isolate. I know he's not a big fan on that, but, we have our differences. And I'll leave it at that. Yes. All right. Keep those questions rolling. I'm going to start writing. This is also what I'm going to do. I'm going to start writing stuff down, topics of discussion based on questions. I will scan through some. I got a bunch of orders in. I'm about 12 orders behind schedule. So after this video, since I drank, interesting, interesting message I just got. Yeah, some people always have me cracking up. Nice. You can't see that message, but I can. Cool message. What was I gonna say? Oh, yes. Sorry, I got distracted. That was a cool message. I like that. Anyway, just fan club, I guess. So I'm gonna write down a whole bunch of stuff based on questions and everything. Also, I'm going to take the liberty of doing individual pre-recorded videos. You know, I mean, since you guys are here, how do you feel about me redoing my germination video? There's multiple ways of doing it. I have my way. There's more than one right way, but I have my germination video. I don't think it's all that necessary. It kind of bothers me because it's not horizontal. It could have been done a little bit better, a little bit more professional, better camera. Maybe I will redo it once I get a chance and start sharing that around. That's like 4 years old. I'm probably a little skinnier in it. It's hard to take off the weight though, but I'm gonna do videos on keeping up with root systems, pros and cons. This is one thing I was thinking about. I'm just brainstorming pros and cons of how the pepper community is growing. Like something as simple as it's a positive thing that we're growing, but we need to keep focused in a certain direction. We need to educate. A lot of guys are coming up and be like, first year grower, first year seller. They don't even know anything about the industry, and they're selling, a lot of different other stuff. And they don't know if it's stable. They don't know the background history. It's a positive, but it's a negative. Then they start making crosses that are unstable. Well, here's something. I'm glad I'm saying this all out loud. I'm not cutting anybody down. I just feel that we all need to be a little bit educated, a little bit more. What was it? If I didn't work so much, I wouldn't keep forgetting. And history is totally important, absolutely. In fact, I'm not off the hook either. I need to be writing better descriptions. And that's something I analyze anything and everything. Anywhere from every single vendor on earth to how the pepper communities are progressing, how they're progressing, why they're progressing, and I analyze myself. How can I improve? And I'm most critical on myself out of anybody. So, let's see. My day is going well. And my days in general, not to confuse with that cartoon who sells insurance, my day is waking up to 100 messages of general grow questions. From now on, I'm going to make a meme. I'll make a meme. Yes, I'm goofy. Probably because all I do is work. But, what was I going to say? I got a lot on my mind. A lot of stuff to do, but I guess it's my way of goofing off, but trying to educate people as well, and we could all learn from one another. Yep. Micah says, real talk, what sucks is spending 8 months and money on a dud. Yeah. Luis Lopez says, what's your favorite pepper to grow or eat? I guess the best way I could put that is I kind of compare it to music. It depends upon my mood. Sometimes I want to listen to that Napalm Death. Sometimes I want to listen to Pink Floyd. I think the peppers that stick out the most for me, Primo Tallies, the chocolate, the red, the golden. Yeah, I do apologize. They sold very well. I grew 40 plants in 2019. They sold out. I grew like 80 plants in 2020. They sold out. Now I got to do even more so they don't sell out. Primo Tallies, one of them. Sugar Rush Peach for lower heat. I don't sell this, but I sell my own version of it, which is a cross. They're sold out, but they will be back on. I don't know how I do it, but I do it, I guess, because all you guys help and keep buying and buying. Okay. What I really love, and I make sauces on it, but I don't sell the sauces. They're just so fantastic. I'm upset I don't even have peppers in my freezer right there about them. Freaking upset. Numex lemon spice and Numex orange spice are like some of my favorites for Little Huts. What else? Spain strain peach is a great flavor. It really is. It's more of a subtle peach. It's almost like, if you will, it's like a cream flavored peach. As we're here, here's another thing. As we're here, if you guys heard that, got another notification, got invited to another group. Man, these groups are growing like crazy. Yes, they're a great flavor. All right. Let's go back to comments. Oh, hey. I will give you a little passage into maybe what I will release this season if things grow true. Got some color variants of a few things. People ask me, why and how do you get color variants? When you grow a whole bunch of them, you might grow 100 plants and get one plant that grows a different color, and it's the same type. You can tell on structure, flavor. Ghostly jalapenos. There's some color. I got some more color variants of those. I'm not going to say what colors, but 3. I grew like about 120 plants of ghostly jalapenos. Of, the lemon, which had sold out. The red, chocolate's still available. I think the red ghostly jalapeno is still available. The chocolate ghostly jalapeno is still available. The lemon is sold out. I'm going to have 3 more color variants as long as they grow true. One thing I will say, and I'm hoping, and I'm honest, ghostly jalapeno, made by Jack Skaggs, professor in Ohio University. I've spoken with him many times. When he first came out with the ghostly jalapeno, I swear they were huge. And over time, they seem to be a little bit shorter or whatever. Same flavor. It's the one thing you know about them is they're rippled. They almost have like these ridges on them. And you cut it, it's a real thin pepper. But yeah, I got some color variants of those. Great flavors, great heats. If they go true, I got that. I got some old time peppers. That've been around for a very, very long time. I got a color variant of one of those. I got a lot of them are going to be color variants. I'm looking at a couple now. I couldn't get too many seeds. This is actually one of my customers. Showed me. I'm like, are you sure? And I looked at pictures. They sent me peppers. I'm like, that's the real thing. I've never seen anything like that. Thank God I have some good customers. And that customer doesn't even know that I'm going to send them a nice gift as long as everything grows true. So we're here. This is only one grow room. I shut some of the lights off so I don't have to really wear those glasses. Yeah, some of the lights are turned off there. It's almost like romantic dinner lighting. I've been transplanting the 5-gallon buckets. Try to keep up with your root systems. You can stunt your growth. So I've been doing this. I have more room. I have more rooms over there. I actually have a pretty big house. People don't realize how big, but I have a lot of belongings. gotta clean up stuff. And one of my creations, it costs a lot of money to do this. Ooh, I thought I was going to drop my phone. Yeah, plants need water today. Fan needs to be put on. I've been going live for about an hour and a half. Let's see. Let's go back. Oh yeah, the orange. I forgot about that. Yes, chocolates are available. Seeds will last for several years. You need to store them in a nice, cool, dark place. I do not, to be honest, I don't recommend. If you're not an expert and you don't know all the details, I don't really recommend refrigerators because they bring more moisture. The silicone packs and stuff, a lot of times when people will do it, there's seed banks around the world that uses a refrigerator system that will make the seeds last for a very long time. I've showed a lot of what I'm doing down here. I could actually show you what else I've been working on. Do you have any more questions for me to sit down and answer more? Yeah, lemon spice. I freaking love that. Yeah, I'm trying to get into... I have a passion for crosses. I do. But I also have a passion for some of the more traditional essentials, if you will. So, I need to be a broad perspective. This is broad perspective. Oops. How broad can we get if I stand back? So, all right. So let's go forward. I'm gonna take this off the tripod. We'll go for a walk. My dad moved in here, and I took care of him, and that's why we have this chair. And I admit, I get lazy with it. I sit in it and transplant. When you got to transplant all these outside, and a little bit of them are mixed up a little bit, so I will try to, organize them and then start netting them up. If there's flowers on them, I have to pick the flowers off to show purity. They have to be netted first. They have to be netted. Sometimes I'll let a pepper form here and there. But anyway, close this off for a minute. And sorry about the mess. More plants and garbage. Let's see. This is not undergrow lights. This is just a bay window. You can tell it's been raining. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I have so much paperwork around. I just don't want anybody getting hold of a SOCH number or anything else. So I'm gonna take you guys outside. I don't know how else to do it. I don't want to show any private information. There's plenty of people out there. Oh, hey. I'm back. I think somehow I lost connection for a minute. So it's been storming here the last few days. I'm trying to get everything set up because around April, I won't be able to do much. So this is my grow area. Some of the bamboo I just kind of left in. If they break, they break. But if you guys notice, I had a thing stating, Facebook's year in review. And yeah, forgive me, I am a little tired. It's not easy being a vendor. It's harder than welding. I'm serious, because when I welded, you worked X amount of time. You get no time off. That's why I'm doing these videos, because You guys don't allow me to have time off because I just keep getting more and more messages. It's nonstop. I have to filter what I can and cannot answer. But anyway, so here in southwestern Pennsylvania around Mother's Day, it's time to transplant, and guess what happens? Boom, freaking rain for a month. And then it sets me back a month. So I'm getting this stuff out. I still might have a frost, which weakens the tensile strength of these buckets. But if I need to expand, I will expand a little bit more. For the bigger plants, which I will, these I think are 15 gallons. And then I have 25s. I think 25s are down here. And thank you for the people who've been following me for the last couple of years. I've had some issues this area. I had to cut some of the tree. That's top heavy. That's eventually going to break, but it might take 5-10 years to do it. There was a post there. I took that out. Cleaning up that wooded area. That needs to be, in my opinion, my goal. That needs to be cleaned up within 2 weeks. I'm really going to hurt myself and push myself to get it done. Trees were cut down here. Tree was cut down from here. One here. I'm going to bust out my chainsaw and cut some of this up and clean it up, look a little better and professional. That's what went through there. I need to fix that up better. I think... Oh, and one thing you guys are going to notice, you're going to start noticing security systems. I will have some on my house there. I will have, right up there, I'll have security cameras. Because I had somebody, well, actually that house there, not to point anybody out, the guy got his own punishment. I think the guy thought I was going to kill him. But he came in here a couple years ago. They had a high school party. They got drunk or whatever. They jumped my fence, which is not that hard to do, and ate some hot primos. Pretty much one of the hottest peppers in the world, if not the hottest. And he laid right there, just throwing up and sick. And he goes, "You're not going to call the cops. I stole some property from you." And I said, "No, your punishment is right now." And he goes, "Dude, don't kill me. Don't kill me." I started cracking up. I said, "No, your punishment is the pain you just put yourself through. Yeah, please don't take my property, but you're getting your punishment right now." Yeah, I've been splitting wood back here. Ooh, I thought that was a snake. Some tree branches breaking here. I've been splitting wood. Look how beautiful this is. Look at that, cherry wood. I'm going to be splitting this and shipping it out. I got all this to handle. This is getting done ASAP. Some of it did have termite issues. I love the color of cherry wood. So, people are like, "Man, I don't know, man. You should probably..." Boy, is it windy out here. Look how much more. Like, look, seriously. I'm going to go back to comments here in a minute. Let me go on my ramblings. I could actually expand that all the way down there. See how much more I could do? This, eventually, I'll probably get... Either I'm going to fix it up myself. They want too much money to fix it. And yes, I'm in process. I got to chop that out and ship it out. There's one of the pools I took out. It was from I used to have a swimming pool. That area here was a swimming pool when I moved here. So, all right, let's go back to comments. Yes, and I'm the only one selling it right now. I think I'm very low on it. Micah says, "Pickles, you have a nice grow area. Now you got the trees to take care of." Yes, I have removed 7 trees. And I used to work for a tree service in between welding jobs, and I was trained how to do it. Sometimes I spent maybe $8,000 last year trimming some of the trees. That was trimmed. That cost a lot of money. And they charged me more because I live in a nicer neighborhood than most, to be honest. For this area, trust me, I know. Because, how do I know? I know about prices because I used to give assessments for tree services on values. So, yeah. If I need to expand, I'll expand. I like the camera. I really do. Every time I'm out here, it makes me think of Game of Thrones. And this is probably not even enough. I bought more bamboo. I really like the bamboo because it holds up the structure nicer. I've looked into many other ways of doing things. Like I say, it's not always more. It's a lot of times more than one right way of doing things. So, I mean, what I could do, I could string something up along that way, and then I could drape over a net, but then I need weights on it. I need to clip it. But you know what? It's just best to do it the way I'm doing it. Works best for me. I'm comfortable with it. There's a lot of wind here, so I gotta clip them. It's a pain. It's a pain. And it's a pain for live videos too, and I learned my lesson about that too. I gotta unclip them and hold up the nets just to show specific varieties. It takes too much away from the live videos on YouTube or Facebook. This is more freestyle I'm doing, just going for long periods of time. I've been going live. Ooh, it says 25 minutes. That's not right. Almost 2 hours. It started the timer over again. Damn it. So I wonder if it started over and kept some of the people. I'm going to share this again. Guys, feel free to share. It doesn't. All right. So it's raining. Gray skies. Imagine that. Gray skies. And now more rain. I don't know. Any more grow questions? I don't know how long I'm going to go live. There we go. Okay, Joshua Moore says, have you ever sent peppers to Thoughts high school kids as a reminder? No. It's too expensive. You know, even sending, here's a topic that makes me think, you know, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but I don't care. I will. Sending peppers is very expensive. It's more expensive for me than fresh pepper sellers because I isolate them. And that means several $100s worth of seeds in those. So when I send out fresh peppers to reviewers, I appreciate them to do it. I have sent stuff out to reviewers, including powder and everything. And that's a lot of time and effort for me. I have sent out, I think, I wrote a list, over 70 reviewers. A lot of them, the ones who are not getting high record views, I will put them for powder, and then the higher views like Johnny, well, Brad Bishop, he's out of it. Ted Barris, he's out of it. But, you know, some top reviewers retired recently. It's unfortunate. But, yeah, I still go to Johnny. Johnny's moving to Australia for Ladybird. His girlfriend or something over there. So I will be losing him as a reviewer as well. I could review my own stuff, work on my own, you know. But all I ask is when I send stuff out, please review it. Out of 70 people, about 20 to 22 people in 2 years never reviewed for me. And that's estimated about $700 loss. No joke, $700 out of my pocket loss. On potential sales out of seeds or shipping costs and everything. You know, and they're like, well, I didn't have time. I didn't have this. Pickles quit pressuring me. Come on, Pickles. Come on, man. Quit pressuring me. Well, dude, I gave you a fresh pepper box, maybe half filled or whatever. You say you're going to review it, you got to review it. I've actually blocked people over it, and why shouldn't I? Have some respect, especially if you're a reviewer. And that's another thing in general. I get it. I totally get it. You guys are excited, you're excitable, and you take on too much than you can do. It's coming out to be like 80 reviews to keep up. Well, you took on the challenges, and you're going to have disappointments. You're going to have people blocking you. And you got to keep up with the reviews. You will naturally disappoint people like me. So I'm being very selective. I've cut ties with some reviewers. I do love reviewers. I think they do a great job for the most part. I care about history. I care about, you know, the flavor profile and everything else. And share it. When you do a video, share it. Some of these guys do a video for me, they don't even share it, or they send it to me in private messenger. Not going to cut it, kids. So, okay. Hey, Make It Wayne is here. I haven't looked at comments. They keep disappearing, but that's okay. Yeah, man. What's up, Make It Wayne? Tell you what, man. You've done me a favor. I will do you a favor. I'm going to put you... I'm putting Make It Wayne. I'm putting him in timeout. No. He made me a moderator for his channel. I'll make him for mine. Hey, Make It Wayne, drop your link for your YouTube. You allow me to do it, I allow you to do it. That's community spirit, kiddo. Yeah, that's right. Hansville, Make It Wayne, is getting married, so congratulations. Chili says, hey, Jimmy, I got I got your order on Tuesday, and I already have 3 separate varieties sprouting. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. Excited for Jonah. Yes, 7-pot Jonah. You know, that's not a massive seller for me, but it should be. And I'll tell you why it's not. Because it's not gnarly. You know, that's discrimination against the anti-gnarly. Yeah, it's not a very gnarly pepper, but boy, it's have a nice fruity flavor. It really does. I highly recommend 7-pot Jonah. Like, it gets a little bumpy, slightly gnarly, but overall, you're not going to get much gnarliness out of it. So, it is what it is, but it's a great flavor. You sauce makers or whatever, especially hobbyists, you do not need... you know what? That's a great advantage for hobbyists. For you guys to actually buy some of my seeds and experiment with some of the stuff, because you're small batch makers. That's what you're, small batch makers. And that gives you an advantage over large sauce makers, because you guys can experiment with more stuff. Okay. Justin Staggers says, can't wait for fresh pods. The seeds I got from Jimmy were first to crack and growing fast. Thank you very much. Oh, I didn't see this comment till now. Jim, I couldn't review your stuff because I was getting my butt removed. But plus I was sick. Yeah, that sounds like somebody I know. Yeah, man, but you did review for me. You reviewed. I liked your reviews. They were good. You reviewed in front of your Christmas presents, I remember, on those videos. So I do appreciate you. You can drop your link. Yeah, so this is a grow area. Slightly expanded. I should grow in this area. Yeah, and a box sticking out. That's classy. Classy for a video. I can't stand it. I got to kick it in. Yeah, screen ripped. Since my area doesn't like to handle the deer population problem, a doe came in here, ripped my screening. By the way, the screening is very expensive. Oh, it's like $200-300 a roll to replace it all. And then it came through here and ripped through here. Yeah, I've been, it's just like my receiving, if you will, my receiving department in here. Like, I got the nets, I got the pools, I got other stuff. So this is getting cleaned up. The more coffee I drink, the more I can do. Let's see. I've been going live for about 2 hours. I got 9 people in here. You know, jppepperseeds.com. I don't even think I can write comments. I think I can. Let's see. Mute microphone. I'm just checking some stuff out. Hey, I think I'm going to conclude this. Yes, like and share. Do not forget you can get pickle seeds at jppepperseeds.com. Yeah, somebody else dropped that link. I'll put it in the description as well. Yeah, I've been on for 2 hours. I plan on getting a lot of work done this week. Boy, I have a lot of work to do. I'm going to restring this up. Oh, here's another topic. People like, why do you put the string up? Well, it slows down the deer for a second, but it doesn't stop them. What stops them is I will spray. Yeah, my thumb hurts. I'll spray oil on here. And why I spend a lot of money for deer deterrent? Make your own. Vegetable oil, hot pepper powder, or even a puree, and a lot of garlic. It will keep the deer away. Ammonia is a natural pheromone. It'll keep deer away. Here's something else too. You want a grow tip? Cinnamon, natural root hormone. There's that too. So, all right, let's go back to comments. Okay. I flinched, ha ha ha. Thank you for all your hard work. You're welcome, and thanks for the pickle hangout. Duffy is here? Question mark. You in chat too, Duffy? I don't know if he is. If Duffy's here, you know he's going to say something about pierogies. He thinks the whole Pittsburgh area eats pierogies. I'll keep here for an extra minute or two. Got to fix up that shed. Got to finish stringing this all up. I figure long-winded videos are great for YouTube. Shorter videos and right to the point for Facebook. Keep general grow questions for Google, books, and for these videos. I don't even see Duffy in here. Anyway, I'm concluding it. I've been going live for 2 hours. Much love to everybody. jppepperseeds.com.